Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Friday, shooting this on Thursday afternoon before we go to the speedrome because we're going to be down there all day, so you'll probably see some videos from the speedrome pop up before this one does. So anyway, this is going to be a flea market finds videos. I've got two more flea market find videos left to show you the stuff that we picked up this past weekend. So this one's going to primarily feature NASCAR diecast. It'll have a couple other oddball things in it, but we'll have mostly diecast and a few other things. So let's go ahead and get started. First up, we have a 1993 edition, and I've picked this car up before. It's on my wall over here, I think. Yeah, there it is. Anytime I see an Alan Kulwicki car relatively cheap, I like to pick it up. Of course, this was his 1992 championship-winning car. He won he finished second in the season finale in 1992, which was Jeff Gordon's first Cup race and Richard Petty's final Cup race. Up next from, I believe this is 2001. I'm looking at it correctly, yes. Don't see a lot of early stuff of Jason Leffler from the Cup Series. This is when he was driving for Felix Sabates / Chip Ganassi in the singular car. Very crazy looking paint job. Jason had one top 10 finish in 2001 in this car. Of course, this was the car that was numbered 42 that Kenny Irwin had driven the previous year and was tragically killed at New Hampshire under the Bell South colors. Then they switched the number to 01, and Ted Musgrave finished the year, and then Singular bought out Bell South, and then, of course, later on, AT&T would buy out Singular. Let's get another one here. This one, from 1991, Pit Row Fun Stuff, got some sticker residue I'm still working on here. This is, you don't see this diecast very often, the 75 Raymock Oldsmobile. This is Joe Ruttman from 1991. Joe finished third in the Daytona 500 in 1991. He had 4 other top 10 finishes. He was involved in that crazy crash at Daytona with Darrell Waltrip, and Joe actually was injured worse than Darrell in that crash. Raymock Enterprises did have Dinner Bell on the car in 1990 with Rick Wilson, and they had a horrible season that year, failing to lead a lap and finishing way down in points. Joe didn't fare much better, but it was only Joe's third full season of Cup Series. He ran the full series in 1984 and in 1986 as well. Then up next, I've purchased one of these before, maybe a couple, I don't know. Price was right. The Screaming Stocks. This is Davey Allison. Sometimes if you push the little lever, yeah, this one, the battery's kind of worn out on it, but it is almost 30 years old. But it is the Texaco Haviland Ford that Davey drove. Painting is a little off-center on the hood, but it is what it is. It is a Matchbox product, so that's pretty cool. Really like that one. And we're trying to get it. It doesn't have the bubble on the bottom for it to stand up real well. I thought this one was really cool. I've seen, they had different ones of these, but I really like this one the best. It's from 1996 by Micro Machines. This is the 96 Indianapolis 500. This is the front row. So you have the pace car, you have Tony Stewart, Davy Jones, and Eliseo Salazar. Of course, Scott Brayton actually won the pole for this race, but was killed in practice, thus moving Stewart to the pole and everybody else up one spot. Danny and Gaius took Brayton's spot, and I believe he ended up finishing 7th in the race. So there's the first row. They got some top finishers. They had this one with the race veterans, which that is a Danny and Gaius car right there. I believe one of those two is... yeah, I believe it's that one right there was Danny and Gaius' car. Rising Stars, excuse me, in International Racers. They had one of these two there as well, but I really like this one. And if I ever find this, I'm going to pick it up, the full field. But it usually runs about $100. I've seen it here and there for 50 or 60, but if I ever catch it in the wild for under 40 or 50 bucks, it's coming home with me. So I thought this was pretty cool. I know a few people are going to like this one. Looking at you, Ken, there at Beans Card Blog, a couple others that have a strong interest in Indianapolis and the Indy 500. So I thought that was just a cool pickup. Also, from the late 80s, early 90s, World of Outlaws, the dude, Danny Lasowski. Sprint car by Racing Champions. Try to give you guys some different views here. Probably could have picked up a bunch of these back in the day when they were on the Walmart shelves collecting dust, but I didn't. I just left them there because I didn't know a lot of the Sprint Car guys and World of Outlaws guys and so forth. But Danny Lasowski, of course, would go on to race in IROC. I believe he'd win a race in Texas around 2005, 6, 7, or thereabouts. We do have a couple of cards here to look at. We have the 92 Tracks Race Cars and Transporter Collection, featuring a limited edition prototype. And I just noticed this, that the hauler is starting to crumble, perhaps. I'm trying to see where it's crumbling. Maybe just years of being stored and the plastic's starting to dry, but it's got some cards there on the front and back. What's that say there? Fact-filled backs. So yeah, 92 tracks. What's it say here? Racing Machines Collection. So that'd be cool if that's got the entire Racing Machines Collection. But I'm going to set this off to the side because we are running out of room. Up next is a Funko Pop that I seen there. Jackie Robinson. Picked this up for less than $10. I was very excited about that. I mean, Funkos by themselves generally retail a lot higher than this, but to pick it up for $10, I've seen it and it went right in the cart immediately. Of course, a very, very historic baseball figure, breaking the color barrier for the then Brooklyn Dodgers. Seen this in the case up front, 1992 Topps. This is the gold foil version of the base card. Maybe 93. Yeah, 93, I guess. 92, 93, I don't know. NBA was really, really difficult to remember the years because they're like hockey. Their season is split. So do you go with the beginning year or do you go with the ending year? It's very, very difficult there. It's not like football or baseball where it says 92, it's 92. So if it says 93 on the back, it could be 92, 93, or 93, 94. Not real sure, but very cool. Michael Jordan, gold foil. Very excited to pick that one up. We'll put that one off to the side. Do I have anything else? I got one more thing for this video before we go. And I'm probably going to have to move a couple of these back out of the way just so we have a little bit of room. I think that should give us plenty of room. If not, we'll move Mr. Ruttman over there. Picked this up at a really good price. I've seen it at several flea markets, but never for the price that I got it for and never in this condition. It's the 3-pack Racing Champions 1992 Daytona 500 by STP. The first Daytona 500 with corporate sponsorship by STP, which coincidentally was Richard Petty's final Daytona 500. And right here you have the top 3 finishers in that race, which was Davey Allison, Morgan Shepherd, and Jeff Bodine. Wish they could have taken this picture out and moved Shepherd here, put Bodine there, and put Kulwicki there, and had the first 4, which would have been Fords, in that race. Of course, this was just kind of a preview of the 1992 season. These two would run strong throughout. Davey led the points most of the year. Him and Bill Elliott swapped near the end. Kulwicki, of course, being the champion, getting the points lead in the final race in that dramatic Hooters 500 at the final tail of 1992. And that is all for flea market finds for today. I have another one upcoming soon. Probably put out later. Probably won't be this weekend. Maybe the first of next week or middle of next week, because I got to get this room a little bit more organized. We're starting to fall apart here. Need to get some boxes to put some things in. Need to move some things around. So a little bit of housekeeping that needs to be done. I should be getting a few days off here down the road. Definitely Thanksgiving time, I'll be having some time off, so maybe I can do it then. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below. What was your favorite thing that you've seen today? Tell me about flea markets in your area and some of the stuff that they have. I know a few of you have made comments and said you got some flea market events coming up in your neck of the woods. So it'd be interesting to see what everybody else has. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and we will see you tomorrow.